email from Stewart, and he says that if the Bundy clan was acquitted, why can't the Standing Rock Sioux tribe peacefully demonstrate? This is about the proposed pipeline going through their land. Law enforcement let the Bundy clan occupy a federal facility with a well-armed force. Meanwhile, law enforcement shows up in militarized riot gear with air support to address primarily peaceful protesters.
Yeah, and this is a conversation. It's almost impossible. It feels impossible to remove from this political moment where we are right now. You know, as you said, this sense of among some that seems to be driving the Trump phenomenon, that the government is overreaching and there's tyranny and they're pushing back. It's, a bunch of angry people pushing back against the government. And that's what we saw in Oregon. The other thing that you saw last night very quickly, and, comparisons not only to this protest in the Sioux Reservation, but people kind of raising the question of, let's assume for a moment that these were Muslim extremists that had taken over a federal building with arms. How might the reaction have been? How might the jury have reacted? And so that sort of conversation as well.
Well, I think that's an excellent point. And, the other thing that occurred to me, right, is that basically you can look at this as a free speech issue, right? Their argument essentially was we're engaging in protest, but you at the same time have a Republican nominee who's both appealing to this sort of activist, armed segment of white America. On the other hand, Donald Trump is not someone who takes an expansive view of free speech. And we know that as representatives of news organizations that have been banned by Donald Trump repeatedly from even covering his rallies, he said that he wants to change the definition of how libel laws would apply to American journalists. And, you can't have one First Amendment for guys in the West who are waging a noble protest and another First Amendment that doesn't apply, right, to Muslim Americans or other banned groups. So I think that that's really the contradiction at the heart of it in the middle of this campaign season seems like hard to escape.